The following is not meant for children, has been edited by Cute Stuff, and is brought to you by support from Patreon. Hello, and welcome back. I am MaesterAelix, and this is MaesterAelix's Build Love Time, or better known as MaesterAelix's BLT. The videos in this series where I go over character builds for some of my favorite RPGs. In this video, I plan to show you, step by step, how to make a character build that I really enjoy, and explain why I enjoy it, and hopefully you will too. Now, I like to make fun and flavorful character builds, something that leans more into ROLE play instead of ROLL play. However, it never hurts to give yourself some kind of numerical advantages from time to time. Now, my way is far from the only way to build characters. This is just one character built in a way I think is fun, and hopefully I've done a good enough job that you think this is a fun enough character too. However, feel free to change things to make it a character you do want to play. Now, as I go through this build, I'm going to go into detail into what selections I made and maybe why I've selected them. But what I won't be doing is reading the books to you. First off, that is very boring. And second, doing that removes your need to get the books on your own. I love these games, and I'd love for you to support the publishers. So please, buy their books. Now, let's get the ingredients set out and the toaster heated up to make ourselves this BLT.
I knew that if I realigned that grid power delimiter, I could get my Zord to go so much faster!
And this really wonderful piece of art was brought to us this week by The Wraith. And I really love the look in her eyes and, of course, the strength in her arms. Riley here just looks perfect for the role of a U.S. Air Force person who's about to climb into a Zord. And if you would like your own wonderful piece of art, you can contact The Wraith on Discord or at their Instagram at /x6612. Today's BLT is for the Power Rangers RPG by Renegade Games. The character today is Riley Torque, the Zord mechanic and speed freak. She's a Blue Ranger and her Zord is the High Speed Interceptor. Riley grew up on Earth, in a small town that one day would become New Tech City. Her father ran the local car repair shop, though when she could, she ran off and joined the Air Force. She wanted to go fast and show off her engine repair skills. Now Riley is the team's primary mechanic. She operates under a my machine first mentality. To Riley, a Zord is never a finished product. It's a canvas for her constant evolution. She's a wheel-obsessed person, seeing every challenge as an opportunity to tune, upgrade, and push her mechanical limits. She's athletically built with strong, capable arms, built for labor and precision. Riley possesses an intense, focused gaze, typically seen with grease-stained hands and hair tied back from her face. So, let's get into the layers of this BLT, shall we? The books you'll need to get from Renegade Games to make the character as I've made them here is the Power Rangers Core Rulebook, the Transformers Core Rulebook, the G.I. Joe Core Rulebook, and the My Little Pony Core Rulebook. If you can't tell from that lineup, Riley is a big crossover character, and that's just sometimes fun to do. Influence. To do this right, and to go as hard as I wanted, I want Riley to have two influences. The first is Racer from Transformers. When you select this influence, you select a driving specialization that is enhanced further beyond normal. You don't get any points in it yet, however, you do get some other bonuses. And for this, I chose the Zord specialization. The second influence is Wheel Obsession from My Little Pony. Now, this is a truly fantastic and powerful influence. Now, like Racer before, you have to select one vehicle type, and again, Zord, but this bonus applies to any and all skill tests related to that vehicle. Technology skills to fix it, driving skills to drive it, everything. It is so good. Hang up. With two influences, we do need a hang up, And with the one from Wheel Obsession, I'm going with Wheel Struggle because it fits so well. Basically, she has to be the one who drives, or she's in for a bad time. Origin. Riley joined the U.S. Air Force, so she gained the pilot origin from G.I. Joe. This fits her so well, because its perk, Fly into the Future, fits so well for someone entering and exiting a vehicle all the time. Plus, the evasive maneuvers you can pull off, very nice. This origin gives a speed essence, and we're putting that into the driving skill. Role. As the team's mechanic, Riley is a Blue Ranger, which is just fun. And as a Blue Ranger, she gets It's Morphin' Time, a very important perk indeed. She also gets Eureka, which just shows she's not only a speed freak, but a smarty pants as well. This origin gives us 2 essence in smarts, which goes into science and technology skills. Gotta love those. This also gives a speed essence, and while driving isn't on the shortlist, targeting skill is, so let's go with that. Gear. The gear we get for being a Blue Ranger is a wrist communicator, a power morpher, a blade blaster, and our choice of a 2-handed power weapon. I went with a power lance. The wrench lance, an oversized 2-handed pneumatic tool. It serves as her signature weapon in Ranger form and her primary tool for field repairs. It features the same heat-tempered finish as her Zord, linking user and machine. Essence Step. The Essence Step is a very important step for any character made in this system, and Riley is no different. There's a few things in her future that I do have prerequisites I want to keep an eye on, but for right now, the suggested spread lets us get 4-3-3-2, and this is how I want to fill them out. The first 4 points of essence goes into speed, surprising no one. As for the skills, the first 2 points go into driving, the third goes into the driving specialization of Zord, and the last one goes into initiative. These 2 skills become very important to Riley. The first 3-point cluster goes into smarts. She is a technician after all. As for the skills, we have 2 into technology, which is important, and 1 into alertness, because alertness is an important skill for any character. The next 3 points of essence go into strength. She's got to be able to heft around the big tools and Zord parts after all. The skills this time go 2 into might, so she can use her wrench in combat, and 1 into athletics to show that she has an ability to climb all over her Zord. And the last 2 essence points go into social, and both of these go into streetwise because she's got to source parts from time to time. Hey, you've made it this far into the video. Thank you for that. Seems like you're liking the video, so please show that you do by hitting the thumbs up button down below. Maybe leave a comment, tell me what you're enjoying. Now that we have ourselves a solid foundation, let's build on that with some extra levels. Now this time we're only going to level 7 for the complete build. Level 2. Level 2 is where being a Blue Ranger really kicks in. First we get the perk, Helping Hand, which is a great team helping skill and gives us an excuse to hit our friends with our giant wrench. The other is the signature ability Grid Tech. For this level, I suggest Aptitude Augmenter for driving and Aptitude Augmenter for technology, as both are important skills and Aptitude Augmenter tech is so good. Continuing on this good trend, we get a speed essence increase, and since her main focus is driving skill, well, we're putting a point there. Level 3. This is the level that Riley finally gets her Zord up and running. Maybe it was granted her by the powers that be. Maybe she built it in her garage. Maybe she found it on an alien spaceship. But no matter the method, she has it now. Now, I would beg your GM to let your Zord have the Zord feature Movement Booster so you can give it an airspeed. If not, the pilot origin will have to wait a few levels to fully kick in. Otherwise, as a Blue Ranger, your natural Zord feature is Enhanced Attack, and I suggest you use it on the ranged attack. As a character that has an excellent driving skill, they will be good with all of their Zord weapons, so this is really just extra bonus. Level 3 also gives us a social essence, and I will be putting that into Streetwise again. Level 4. Oh, I do love these levels where we can pick a general perk. And for this level, I went with Peerless Pilot. This is a strong, pitch-perfect perk for Riley. She's been practicing with her Zord and gotten very good with it. This level also gives her a Strength Essence boost, and I feel this is best served in the Might skill, as she has been using that Power Wrench to fix her Zord up. Level 5. Level 5 is technically a dead level, but level 5 is also where you get to evolve your connection to your Zord. Now, if your GM hadn't let you get Movement Booster before, then this is the time to swap it out. If they had, then I'm going to say you take the growth option that gives you an upshift on all driving tests to the driver of your Zord. And this level also increases our Smarts Essence, so I'm putting that skill point into the Technology skill as a specialization in Zord Repair. Level 6. Now this is a level. First off, we get a Zord feature, and it's time we pick up that movement booster for sure. And if you got it before, take it again so you can go even faster. The next thing we get is a grid power, and this time I say you take Repair Zord, so you can fix your Zord mid-combat, and more quickly. It's great. Level 6 also gives us a Speed Essence, and take your pick between Driving and Initiative. This time I chose Driving again, because it's what she loves. Level 7. This level we get another instance of Grid Tech. For this level I'm picking up the trait Enhanced Summoner, so the Zord arrives faster, which is perfectly on brand for Riley, and the trait Defensive Shield, so the Zord lasts even longer in combat. This level also gives a Social Essence, and once again I'm putting this into the Streetwise skill, but please feel free to put that where you like. And as far as what I wanted for Riley Torque, Blue Ranger, I'm done. She's a Zord pilot by desire, and a Zord mechanic by trade. This makes her an absolute terror to behold in her Zord, and should the baddies happen to get in a few lucky shots, she can fix it. She is really quite fun. Alternatives. There's only a couple alternatives I came up for with Riley. The first is to swap out the Blue Ranger role for a Green Ranger and then Spectrum Shift into a White Ranger, just so she can have the unique relic weapon that can instantly summon her Zord. But this was too janky, had too many perks, and it just didn't work as well. The second alternative is to make her a Phantom Ranger instead of a Blue Ranger, because Phantom Rangers get a ship instead of a Zord. But the rules don't actually say the ship has an airspeed, and again there would be too much effort putting into spectrum shifting. But as an NPC, giving her a ship that's a carrier Zord perk and make the ship a mobile garage, now that's awesome. Well, now with all of that being said, here's where I'm going to say thank you all for joining me. Please remember to like, comment, and of course subscribe. It's a little click for you, but a really big deal for me, and I greatly appreciate everyone who does. If you have enjoyed this video, check out the links down below for links to my artist, my editor, my merch market, and of course my Patreon campaign, where you can get a variety of rewards including early access to all my videos. Thank you all for joining me, and I shall see you all on the next one. This is a special shout out to all my wonderful supporters over on Patreon. Aaron Smith, Dennis Detman, Drew Betts, Harry Thompson, Mark Milius, and Takashi Yamato. Thank you all so much. These videos wouldn't exist without you.